What's up, y'all? This is Tyler with Division 1 Trading. This is my free Forex YouTube course. So this is the disclaimer. Go ahead and read that. Today we're going to be going over, yes, the king of retail, Divergence, right? This is kind of what everyone starts off with, or what's most known. I would say, I guess, Divergence, the RSI Divergence, and the MACD, I would say, are kind of like the new trader starter kit. Not that they're bad, they're just they can be misleading. So because the way that I see them being used a lot of the times is people are trying to use them to scalp, and it's not going to give you as solid of signals, right? You're going to get a lot of signals in and out, in and out, in and out. So divergence can be used, but overall, I don't think is necessary. But the way that I'm going to show you how I use it, it just fits my personality best. Does divergence work? Yes, right? Simple as that. It does work. You just have to understand how to use it. You have to use the tool for a while. And after trading, it's been about 7 years now. Trading for 7 years, you really start to get a feel for it and a feel for how you understand different tools. And I really like to use divergence on the higher time frame. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today, is how that really tips me away to some really, really big moves. And really, this is probably the most undervalued video, or at least one of them in the whole free course, because this one just really unlocks really large moves. So if you've seen any video on YouTube about divergence, right, this is pretty much it. Sorry about that. So this is pretty much it here, right? Price making higher high, and then indicator, right? Failing and making the lower high, right? This is telling us that we have a stop hunt, and we want to see price action that goes with that. So in this example, obviously it's just the lower example. Right here we make a higher low, and then here we fail and we're just at even, right? We can't really go lower. So what is that telling us? Price is stronger, right? And the strength is really pretty strong too. So that's actually a pretty strong buy scenario right here. So we always want to follow price and understand that the RSI is just a confluence, right? That's one of the biggest things with the RSI. It's just a confluence to the trade. It's just what gets you started. So let's go ahead and talk about Euro real quick. Go ahead and add a new chart. And then what is it? Okay, so got my RSI pulled up and my trades. So I say so a lot, and I'm sorry, I apologize, guys. So there we go again. We have 85 as the high of the range on the RSI, 15 as the low, and then below that I use 70, and above that I use 30. Whenever price hits one of these lines on the 1 hour or higher, that's good reason to pay attention, right? Or really, even if it's close to it. So what we're going to do is just every time price hits this line, we're going to begin looking for divergence. So right here, we hit the line. So we're going to go down into that on a 15-minute. Right here, that's the 29th. So right here, we begin looking for divergence. So we have 1 push, 2 push, we have 3 bullish days now. Right, so we want to start identifying these days. So this is that 3rd day. With that push, simple break and retest of the trend line there. Now we're watching that zone. Why? Because it's the peak high. Right, so this zone is going to be significant because it's the 3 push. And right here, remember, this is where it's touching that line on the higher time frame. It hasn't done that for a while, right? So now when we get this, we're just looking for divergence. So anytime we go above a previous daily high, that's danger. So right there, be smart to short. Same here. You could take a fib of that. This was that fib. If you watch the Fibonacci video, we talked about this trade, I believe. Yeah. But you can see, right, it trades up there, sticks, and then gives away a very, very large move, right? Just like that. So let's talk about where it hits the line again. So now trades down, hits the line here. So, and as you can see, it drops low, low, low. We'd be at least waiting for this low. So let's see where it was when we got to the low here. Okay, so we're touching this line. And as you can see, right, price really just kept dragging on and was divergent the whole time, right? And so the reason that we don't get a setup, right, because we'd be frustrated here, wondering why it's hitting our line, why is it not turning around, right? And that's because, look, here we had those big pushes 1, 2, 3 days, and we consolidated. Then we have a push, 1, consolidation, 2, right? We haven't even had a 3rd push yet. Then we get 3. So now we have 3, right? We're looking below that low now. We're looking below the previous low, and those are looking for buys, right? And that helps us find a buy because this low here, right? Price makes the lower low. And then right here, the indicator makes the higher low, right? So it's indicating that prices, or is that the RSI is gaining strength and price is still pushing just lower, right? And that's a stop hunt, and then it comes back, it's back up to here. Trades up to the line again, never really gives us any divergence plays. We could look for it on the lower time frame. If you've been watching the videos, you can understand that that's pretty much my forte, right? So here, so we're divergent on the higher time frame here. So we'd be looking for divergence on the lower time frame. So looking at these highs. I don't really see anything that's super clear or really popping out on the charts except for this high here. So, right, we have price making the lower high, and here, right, price making the higher high, indicating, right, price is weak, losing strength. So trade low. Let's see, let's go over one on the daily. So let's look at just the most recent one. So right here. I guess if we do most recent, really be this one here. It's the last time it hit. So we take that daily down to 1 hour now. You can see right here, push down low, price fails to make a lower low. So does the RSI, right? But right here, you can see divergence is higher, price is lower. That's where we'd be looking long, right? And because there was divergence there, we can leave a zone there. So when it trades back to it, we have something to work with. So okay, add another one. Let's look at this second most recent one here. We'll cut that down. So we were really divergent with this low here, right? Because we had equal or higher. This is really a higher low. And then here we had a lower low. So what does that tell us, right? The RSI is failing to get any weaker. Let's cut that down to 4 hour. So right there, you can see the divergence pretty clear. You can see it's coming from 1, 2, 3 major pushes. Right, and then see it breaking structure, trading higher. Awesome, and that's how I find large moves using divergence. Thanks, guys. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Just go ahead and post them, and I don't mind answering things like that. Appreciate it.